This is Jimmy Hitchcock with Marcus Wall, and this is Hitch and Wall Show. And we here with a special guest today, the king of Winston-Salem, one of the greatest athletes to come out of Winston-Salem. I'm in his parts right now. I live in Julius Reese town, right? And everything that you see on the track is related to Julius Reese, right? Yeah. Everything that you see on the tracks around here is related to this guy, Julius Reese. He has all the records. Some of the records are broken and never will be broken by anybody in this county right here, and that's Forsyth County. But this guy right here represents Winston-Salem to the fullest, and he's going to tell you about his records and everything that he had going on in Winston-Salem back then in high school. And he went on to college and he played with me and Marcus Wall. We welcome the Mr. Winston-Salem, Julius Reese.
Right on, fellas. Right on. Hey, y'all my boys, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on. And track is what it was with me growing up. I started off with track, and I know y'all probably got some questions with that. And that pretty much put me on my pedestal, that the life that I live right now. And everybody remember.
Let's talk about your heyday. Let's talk about your state titles. Let's talk about it all. Give everybody a background of why everything is named after you around here.
I wish everything was named after me, but actually I started running track when I was 12, 11. I ran in the International Youth Meet of Champions up in New Jersey. This is back in '85, and I'm racing against guys with turbans on their heads, and coming from Saudi Arabia. And I'm looking at them in the blocks. I'm like, ain't no way in the world you're gonna beat me with no hat on.
With no turban.
Hey, but I gotta give it to them. Them boys can run. But to be honest with you, I can count on one hand everybody that beat me in the 400 meters. Growing up, I can name them. They haunt me. Barry Smith, Clyde Stevens, and Barry was the man. He was out of California. I want to say Oakland. This joker was running like a 20 point, and we was in the 200 meters wall, and we were like 14. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. I was like, I want to get on what you got on.
Right.
What you drinking? Yeah. Sonny Weeks. Y'all know Sonny. Sonny was like one of my boys. He my homie. Yeah. He beat me in the 200, in the 200 meters. But that was later on in my heydays. I'm gonna give him that. Right. So I got to mention his name.
You give him now.
Clinton Lynch and Chris Nellums. Chris Nellums shouldn't have won that daggone race, Wall. You know that name, Chris Nellums.
Yeah. How many is that? That's 4 or 5.
That's 5.
That's 5.
I ain't gonna name nobody else.
And that's about it.
That's it. They cheated if they beat me.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
But actually, when I ran, I ran in my track meet up in
what you saying? Hold on for a second. What you say?
Not gonna tell you. Our track club, East Coast Classics.
Oh,
Bob Baxter. we smoking boys.
Y'all got them.
Hey, I remember racing your boys. You see, you were younger than me, Walt. We raced after y'all raced in the 4x1. Right. And we beat your boys now. And you remember them, I can't remember their names. But I remember down at NC State. Yeah, I remember.
You remember the time, the place, and everything.
Oh yeah. It was Sunday Weeks ran first. I ran second. Dave Adair ran third. Yeah. And we handed off to Curtis Johnson. They played running back with all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Marcus shaking his head. You remember all that.
Curtis was the anchor.
Curtis was the anchor. Curtis was running back in the day now. He was kind of heavy, but he could run.
Man, Kurt was a monster. Kurt run that 100. He was 100 meter. He ran 100 meters in college.
Yeah. Kurt was the man.
Yeah, Kurt was the man.
I ran the 400.
Yeah,
the 400 meters after Chuck and Burnett throw the ball in the air. I'm ready to run 3 more football fields.
Right.
Full speed.
Right. I understand.
But that was good times. We were young. I'm 53 now. And, everybody come up to me still today and be like, aren't you that guy that hold all them records in Winston? Like, yeah. And my longest record in the 400 meters at a 46.9 at Mount Tabor, it's been there since 1987. And no one's broke it yet. You know, that's the all city county record. I go to every meet just to see who's gonna run the 400 or get close to me. And then after I see the one race, I leave. I like, hey, you ain't no way in the world. You
46.9 is smoking.
You gotta heat up that track.
Yeah, I'd always thought that, you know, everybody heard of you. When I was coming to Carolina, I was like, I want to see this Julius Reese guy, you know, because the 46.9, I was like, that's crazy, you know, because I ran the 400 and I ran it on the relay, and I was always in the 47s and 48s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it was just hard to get down to that number, man. That's a really, really tough number. Yeah, but go ahead, Paul. Y'all freaks, so I'm gonna let y'all conduct this one, because this is the freak podcast today.
Yeah, freaks. Fresh receivers excite all crowds smoothly. Freaks. Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But Wall was the man too. Both of y'all was extraordinary athletes, man. I can't just knock you guys off of that, because when you get to college, it's other dogs out there. And I was a dog, y'all was dogs, and there was 120 other dogs in the locker room. Everybody dogs. So to be able to compete against other dogs didn't do nothing but make us more of a dog.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
But Hitch, now, before we get into things much deeper, you gotta know this dude has his own track invitational named after him now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, listen, Julius Reese. We run it down. Like track invitational.
Right, it's Julius Reese invitational. I mean,
I don't leave high school, and you have while you were in college, you got a whole invitational named after you.
You got a whole. Hey, dude, like it's unreal. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I thought it happened after you died. After you dead, you're supposed to get these things named after you. Right? This dude get it out of high school.
Yeah, they put it out. They put it out there, and and they don't hold it anymore because those guys come after me that ran 100 meters and the 200 meters much faster than I did at Mount Tabor and in All City County in Winston-Salem. But that 400 meter record's still sitting there, and I'll pay money to see somebody break that.
That's what's up.
You got to eat it up. Y'all know the mentality. When you got to D somebody up on at defensive back, you got to eat them up. Well, you know how track is because you're a track man, and you just got to eat that track up and be willing to do it. Because once you think about you tired or my leg hurt, that next step is going to be that much slower, and that's going to eat up your time. So you got to have that mentality right. You got to live right. You got to eat right. Even though I wasn't doing it, but it was just a gift that I got from my dad. I wasn't doing it.
Your dad was like that too. Your dad
I was
like
gonna
that.
say when I got to college, it was all about Yukon Jack, tequila, all that stuff. But we still had a blast.
All right,
y'all know I got stories now.
Let's get this thing started. Real
God.
quick.
Hey, remember I'm married. I'm married, right, Paul?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah. Hey,
and I'm gonna tell Kim.
Don't do that. That's my wife. Remember?
I know, right? You always said that.
All right. So, a basic four that we normally ask you. I'm getting ready to run it down to you in questions, right?
Right.
So, coming out of high school, what were your top 3 schools, and then why did you choose Carolina?
Oh wow, that's a great question. Carolina was obviously one of them. I like Florida State. I love Florida Gators, and I have to say Clemson. It was going to be down to those 4 schools. I got recruited over it, and I still have the letters. Every D1 school recruited me at wide receiver. I was the number 4 wide receiver in the country. Back then. Now these days, imagine if we had NIL deals. All 3 of us would be filthy rich. But back then, it was parade All-American. And, I was blessed to get that. And the reason why I got that, my first offer letter came from Syracuse University when I was running a national in track, and they was practicing football over there. But while we was lining up in the 400 meters for the finals, all the coaches walked over to the fence, and I'm 14. I was scared. I'm like, what in the world are these guys looking at us for? So when I ran in and won the nationals, all of them jumped the fence, came over there with a football, and just threw it at me. I catch it. Y'all know I got good hands. And I called it. And they're like, oh, yeah, he can catch. Well, you got to school that, young man. And that's when it all started.
Wow.
It all started right there. It really did. Wow. Syracuse University.
That's incredible. That's
but Florida, I took visits to all those schools. Florida was great. I jumped out the car at night, and they took me to a track at night. And I'm like, why are they taking me to a track? They offering football to me. But, all the track boys was out there, and they was trying to get me to come run track, play football. And Florida State was trying to get me to play basketball also. Be a three-sport athlete. Now, it's a little bit far away from, let me say it, Kim. So I couldn't be that far away from Kim. So, and then, getting out of Mount Tabor, off the school bus, or by that time I was driving to school then, you come home, Lou Holtz sitting on the porch, Mac Brown sitting on the porch, other head coaches sitting on the porch waiting on you. That's when recruiting was good. That's when they really cared about you. These days, totally different. We can get to that. But back then, Mac Brown, he told the story. He took care of my mom. He got us out the projects. And, I just leave it at that. And, he seemed very honest and humble about what he was speaking and what he was saying. And I grew up a Carolina man anyway. Everybody want to wear that powder blue, because of Michael Jordan, because of Lawrence Taylor, back in those days. If you're from North Carolina, you want to go to University of North Carolina. And that's just pretty much what I got drawn into. And I have to give it to Coach Brown. Coach Brown, he pitched a great story. And I always say he can sell a Yugo in a Porsche parking lot and sell it. And he sold it real good, and I had a blast.
Absolutely.
Too much fun.
Too much. Yeah.
Too much fun down in Chapel Hill.
So let's just go ahead to give us a funny story or either a coaching moment. And matter of fact, let's do coaching moment first.
Coaching moment. It's crazy. You know how we are. We had parties. We all out at a party one night, and things happen. Things happen. And, a little scuffle got into it, but we all sitting there, like everything is okay. Then all of a sudden, we seen a Continental pull up. And we outside. It's like 2 a.m. We outside,
right?
And so when we see the Continental pull up, we know it's Coach Brown. We know it. We knew it.
Right.
And he jumps out the car, and we all hide behind bushes. Y'all probably remember this. We all hide behind bushes.
No, this is
Coach Brown gets out the car and yells my name. Of all people, and I wasn't even the one calling the corrupt. He gets out the car, yells my name. Coach Cav pulls up, yells my name. Coach Tootin pulls up, yells my name. And I'm like, listen, I'm the big brother of the crew. Because, I'm older than you guys. I said, I ain't the one causing the damn problems. I was sitting here trying to keep these boys from out of jail, Coach Brown. It was the funniest thing. Oh, Ethan Hoard. Y'all know I got stories. Ethan Hoard. I'm hanging out. This is my freshman year. I started as a freshman. So I'm thinking I can hang out with the older boys. And we had this thing called study hall. All right. So study hall started at 7.
You said study hall.
Study hall. Put it in
like that when no study ain't getting done.
I was in study hall every semester. So I decided to go hang out with Willie Joe Walker, Roy Barker, and Ricky Shaw. The other freshman that was with us was Big A. He was playing too. So we all hanging out with him on Franklin Street.
It's everybody
big. Say,
everybody.
So we get to study hall late.
Right.
Yeah, we late. We know we late in the study hall. We know we all having a blast. So I guess in the study hall, he lets them walk right by him to go sit down and pull their books out. He stops me. and tells me, ask me why am I late? I'm pulling in Willie Joe Walker and Ricky Shaw and the rest of and Roy Barker. I'm late because of them. Juice, go sit down. Soon as I sat down, Ethan Horton looks at me. Go sit down. I went and sat down, and I'm from the projects. I unzipped my blue jean backpack from the damn projects and threw up all in my book bag. Zipped it up. You know how Willie Joe Walker was. Okay. As soon as I did okay, I threw up in it. Ethan Horton just escorted me outside the back door, told me that, patted me on my butt like we on the football field, told me, get on out of here and go to your room and clean yourself up. And take that damn book bag off your back. Hey, funny moment. Man, I can tell y'all so much stuff that we got into. One day, me and Big A decide, I drove the Datsun 280, the low to the ground with the stick in the floor.
Right. The Datsun.
We riding, not on campus, we riding through campus. Up and down the steps. We up there at Great Hall in the car. Police chasing us. The campus police.
You driving down
we driving on with a plot at. We on the block with the cars, y'all. Where the library was at, where we skip class.
Y'all,
we right there with the car. Trying to see where they at so we can get a good escape out. Me, Big A, he in there. He was in his Pathfinder. Y'all remember the Pathfinder?
Yes,
He in the Pathfinder. I'm in the damn Datsun 280. Cookie Master was with us. He was driving that Carolina Blue Escort. I ain't gonna say no name, but y'all know where that Escort came from. Yeah. But Cookie Master was driving too. We got caught. The next day in team meeting, Mac Brown, he brought it up. 3 guys was riding around on campus, and I don't want to incriminate no names, but I know who you are. So just meet me in my damn office. I'm the first one in the office. I'm gonna call Marsha. Marsha is my mom's name. Do I need to call Marsha? And the best thing that Coach Brown always said, y'all gonna remember this. Unbelievable.
That's what he said.
When you get in trouble, he can't believe it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's what he said over and over.
And that's all he said. I'm calling Marshall right now. Unbelievable. But funny stuff, y'all.
Oh my God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boy.
But I have to say, we had a blast, man. I adore you guys. Y'all my boys. I adore everybody that was a part of that locker room. And I wouldn't trade it off for no other university than Chapel Hill.
Absolutely. Hey, so who got you involved in football?
My dad. I'm from a single parent home, but when you walk out the house, me and my other 2 brothers, I'm in the middle. We always seen a car outside on the other side of the street because my dad used to dare not knock on the door. And my mom was mean. She still is mean. But my dad, he put us in the car one day and was like, "Hey, I'm your dad." We like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, all right, what's up? We need to call you dad." He's like, "Yeah, call me dad." He took us to the Tiny Indians football field. Tiny Indians, Pop Warner. Yeah. And as soon as I got out of the car, I was tall. I was 6'3", age 12. And I had to play up.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 6'3", age 12. That's how I was running so fast. I could eat up the track.
So you didn't grow since 12 years old.
I sure have. I've been 6'3" ever since. And my son the same way, 6'3" ever since he was 12. And it's the genes that I got. My dad, I remember
seeing him. I was like, dang. When I first saw him, I saw him when he was young. He was tall, bro.
Yeah, he was tall.
And he didn't grow either, huh?
Yeah, he stopped right here at my height. But he looked like his mom, and he light skinned. So that's probably why it was stunted his growth.
Thank goodness for him, though. Thank goodness for him.
Hey, Wall, he said he'd be a light skin and stunted his growth. He didn't say being light skinned stunted his growth.
Study his growth. I told him that. I said, well, you better go lay in the sun somewhere. Go to Africa. Get some melanin in you or something.
Oh boy, crazy.
Want to grow longer.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But life is good, man. I wouldn't trade what I've been through in the past for absolutely nothing.
Right, but just talk a little bit more about your dad getting you involved. How did he get you involved? What was your first year of football like? You know what I'm saying? Did you jump out there as a star, or because hell, you was taller than everybody else, so you must have been a star.
Yeah, they put me at tight end. Hitchcock. I was playing tight end at the Pee Wee level. You know, I'm like tight end. I wanted to play running back or something. You know, because I was fast.
Right.
But when we needed a touchdown, Arthur Rapley, who was the head coach, I'm at tight end. He like, son, just run a street route, 9 route, go route. And Torrey Jessup was the quarterback. You know, he's the man here in North Carolina still. He just dropped back 2 steps and air it out. And I used to run down the field, run up under, score a touchdown. Every game I scored at least 1 or 2 touchdowns. And, you know, I got better at wide receiver because, you know, you got to stay low. That's Coach Cav. Get lower, Julius. Get lower. You know, that's Coach Cav. You know, you got to ISO the ball. You know, that's Coach Cav. Every criticism that he can give you, even if he dead ass wrong, he going to give it to you. Am I right, Paul? Love Coach Cav to death.
That was a great man. Coach Cav,
but my dad
was a great man.
My dad got me into it, you know, and I stuck with it. And he never let me give up. And you know, I love him today. He's passed away, you know, the same day Michael Jackson passed away. And I think about him all the time. And you know, I just want to be there. Like, you know, he wasn't there for us, but he was there. You know, and I tell my son that all the time. I never leave. And whatever you want your heart to be into and whatever you want to do, I'm going to support it. I didn't kind of want him to play football because of injuries, you know, and it's life-changing. I want him to have a fair shot at life. And anybody getting in the way of that, you know, that's when daddy comes. You know, but right now he's doing good. He's over at A&T playing basketball, get caught up in 21-year-old stuff. But I'm going to always support him. I'm going to always be there for him. And I'm gonna be a step ahead of his dreams.
Absolutely, that's beautiful. That's well said. Go ahead, Wall.
Speaking of that, you know, getting caught up in 21-year-old stuff. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with them. Tell us about that recruiting process, and then you know the matters at hand.
You know, these days recruiting totally changed. Coaches not sitting on your porch like Lou Holtz, Mac Brown, Bill DeAndre, you know, all them boys. They ain't sitting on your porch no more. They recruiting from behind the desk. And if you don't look like a college or a pro athlete out of high school, eat like one, walk like one, act like one, they don't want you. They're going to go to the transfer portal. They're going to go straight to it, throw NIL money to it, and the locker room's already lost because you're getting disgruntled athletes from another operation to help you build your operation. And that's tough.
That's so real.
You know, he gets caught up in all that. You know, he get caught up in everything that comes with it. You know, and A&T is an HBCU school, the #1 HBCU school. And, you know, a lot of things happen around there. No, he ain't getting NIL money. I wish he was. And then I wouldn't have to give him any money. But with all that being said, things happen. And when things happen, you know, a 21-year-old without guidance of their parents, and most of the student athletes these days are from single-parent homes. And they don't have that guidance. And they left alone, and they go out and stray and do things that the three of us couldn't do. And they get in trouble for it. And even though he didn't get, you know, deemed for anything, his name was still in the limelight of, hey, he's one of these 3 boys that got suspended. But he got cleared last week and he didn't do anything. But now the media ain't said nothing to fix it. So
that's
like I said earlier previously.
Because the story is the story is in the beginning he did something. But when they find out he's cleared, that's not a story to tell anymore.
It's not a story to tell. So and that's where the media mess up at, you know. So like I said earlier, in the point I was making, when you mess with my son and y'all the same way, here come daddy.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is, man. So I'm gonna fix it.
That's right.
I'm gonna fix it, and whatever happens, happen. You know, and I don't believe in the transfer portal. I think it's a dream killer. And to high school student athletes, because my son worked from 6th grade, 5th grade, all the way up to where he's at now. He's 21 years old, and they snatched the rug right from up under your feet off of allegedly saying something. you know, and I don't want to get into all that, you know, because there's still some things in meetings that we have to have. And but you know, the bottom line, I'm gonna clean it up, and even if it take me to transfer and clean it up that way. But you know, it's y'all know how it is. We pick up the phone and I make a phone call, and you know, he's a older, non-disgruntled student athlete because he's not disgruntled about anything because he didn't do anything wrong. And I'm so glad that when I asked him 100 times, what did you do? I don't want any surprises when I get in this office. Tell me so I know how to fight for you. I'm so glad that I believed him when he said, Daddy, I didn't do nothing. And I looked at him like, you ain't did nothing. That ain't what the media is saying. You had to do something. And they cleared us as soon as we walked in the office. And, you know, that's how it went down. But, you know, needless to say, we learned from everything. I made mistakes when I was that age. You all probably made some mistakes too.
Hell, I made mistakes.
You know, look at us now.
Yeah. So
we're
I mean,
successful now. You know.
Yes. You make mistakes in life, and if it's something that said, I don't know what happened. I don't need to know what happened. You know, we know he come from a good family. We know that. We know you. We know Kim. You know, we know how your family structure is in Winston-Salem. We know this is a great kid. I've met him before. He's a phenomenal kid. Phenomenal kid.
Good guy. Cool dude.
Good guy.
He's the type of guy that could have hung out with us.
Yeah, I'm glad his things are working out for him. Go ahead, Wall.
He laid back like his mama.
We
give it Kim
all the credit. Got all the credit with him. I got to give it to him. When it comes to academics and the way he carry himself, all Kim. Because he likes skin. You know, that's what it is. He likes skin. Can't believe it. Man, how the hell I come out with a light-skinned son that walk and act like me? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It bewilders me. But, you know, all in all, you know, I pray for him. I meditate for him. I ponder, think, and ask for forgiveness for all y'all and him and the wife and everybody in my circle. And with that being said, bless us all. And, you know, good things is going to happen because it's enough of us praying.
No,
Juice, so tell us, what are you doing now? I know you were over a golf course previously. So where are we at now? What are we doing?
Yeah, I was a golf pro at Winston Lake Golf Course for like 18 years. You know, and if you're a golf pro, you can hang your golf game up because you ain't playing. You're watching out the window looking at everybody else hit a straight ball. It ain't no such thing as a damn straight ball. So you know, I'm out there trying to practice while y'all out there enjoying yourself. But, you know, I did that for 18 years and, you know, and retired. And I got tired of sitting around. I didn't want to go fishing, you know. So Kim told me to get up and go find a job. So I'm running Celebration Station here in Greensboro, and I kind of love it. You know, it's a lot of wheels turning here. As soon as you walk in the door, you got go-karts, you got games, you got 3 parties jumping off, you got mamas running around, and the daddy's disgruntled. They looking at me like I don't work here, but I run the place.
I got 6 kids. You know, I done been at Celebration Station 110 times.
Yeah, and I've been here for about a year, and I just ain't put it out there yet where I'm at, you know, and what I'm doing. But I'm glad you asked. I really enjoy working here. There's always something going on.
Oh, awesome, man! Awesome.
I got 10 kids in laser tag to my right. I can hear them in the wall. But as long as they having fun,
hey, you looking good too. What you doing to stay in shape? You're just natural.
Well, you know, y'all know me. You know, if you ride with me, crack the window. and you know, Hitchcock, you know, I do visit the steam room on a daily basis. I know, right? Crazy. But I visit the steam room every day. Every day I'm hitting that steam room. Yeah, and I woosah in there. I pray in there, you know, and I cover every religion, meditate, ponder, think, pray, everything. I do it all. And and that's what I do. You know, I do my push-ups, sit-ups, you know. The one thing I do need to pick up, I need to drink some more water. You know, I think that adult beverage,
you better, if you in that steam room, that sauna, boy, you gotta get that water in you.
I know you gotta get that water in you. Yeah. Oh, believe me, my body will talk to me. You know, you come out that steam room, the next 20 minutes, you feel like you're ready to go to sleep. You know, but once you start throwing that water in you, you know, you perk up. But I think that's the best thing for anybody to hit that steam room and cleanse yourself. And that's what I do. Hey, I can still fit this Peach Bowl jersey.
I was just
go ahead and show everybody. Show everybody you can still fit that jersey, man.
Let me show you the pat. Yeah, that Peach Bowl pat.
Oh yeah, the Peach Bowl pat. Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Some of us can't fit it anymore.
Exactly.
Some of us can't fit it. I had a blast at the Peach Bowl, y'all.
Okay, some of them can't even fit the head through the shirt.
I know, right? And I ain't got many gray hairs yet, so I ain't had enough people getting on my nerves.
Oh, so you ain't got the henna. That ain't henna. That ain't henna in there, huh? You ain't got the henna. You ain't painting that.
Hitch.
That's natural.
Hitch, don't fall for it. Hitch, don't fall for it.
It's all natural.
That's all
natural.
You said don't fall for it. What's up?
I come in as a freshman, right? And I want to play early. I told you the story about, Coach Moody. I was a running back when I came in, and then when the upperclassmen came in, Coach Moody said, "Well, listen." Told me all the running backs: Nate, Randy, William Henderson, Malcolm Marshall.
I know, right?
He went down the list, and he was like, "Listen, so you ain't gonna get the reps you was getting, this past week.
Right.
Now the vets are here, but if you go to the receiver room, you might get a chance to play this year. Automatically,
get on out of
that room back, coach.
Yeah.
Walk me around. I go in the room. So
and you see Jews, right?
Yeah, so all the boys in there, I'm in there just looking like, all right, let's do this, whatever,
Right.
I get out there and go through the drill.
You did swell, Walt. You did real good. You fit in real good with us. Even though Randall Felton had some choice words with Coach Kavanaugh the first day you walked in there. Hey, Hitchcock, Randall Easy was amazing.
Hey, I remember like it was yesterday. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah. Randall did not like that. Randall was pissed. He was pissed.
He was tough. Coach Cav was the man, though. Coach Cav, he coached hard. He coached very hard. Yeah. And if you wasn't coachable, you're gonna have a hard time. And he broke me of that. And I was always coachable. I did what the coaches asked, but when Marcus Walnum came in, Breeze, all y'all, y'all were a different breed. I got to give it to you. So y'all coming in with a jugs machine, never seen a jugs machine in your life. And we out there snagging the jugs machine with one hand. Corey Holiday snagging the jugs machine with just his pinky because his hands the size of our face. Yeah. So, Wall coming at the jug machine, ball hit him in the face mask. I'm like,
100 times.
Wall, you got to pay attention to the ball.
I remember the first days.
Daggone, the boys was laughing at me, and that I'm listening to it, but I'm trying to look at this daggone bullet coming out this bullet
coming out there. I remember the first time you was doing it. I remember like it was yesterday. Yes, sir.
I probably got CTE from that alone.
Yeah.
And his joint, he had that bent knee, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell you, he was the randiest of Randy Mosses to me.
At that time.
That out, kill. Go get it.
Right.
I mean, and his leg is messed up, and he is, absolutely killing.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I remember, man.
So much from that dude right there, man. It was crazy.
Yeah. Talk about your injury a little bit because I came to school walking like you walk now. You know what I'm saying? My knees were already bent. Because I had torn both my ACLs in 9th and 10th grade. But then you tore yours your junior year?
My junior year,
Your red shirt
against
Cincinnati
of Ohio. Fourth quarter, we up 45-0. I kept looking over to the sideline like, Coach, when y'all gonna get us out the game? We were the starters. And we ran one more play. He's like, I'm gonna get y'all out. We ran one more play. And I'm blocking, I'm a big receiver, back then, I'm blocking. And I can't remember, Eric Blunt got tackled right behind me by some linebackers, and they all fell on the back of my leg, and the guy that I was blocking pushed me backwards. So it bent up right up under me. And I felt the pop. And then I tried to twist out of it, and get my leg out from up underneath me. And then when I twisted out of it, That tore all the meniscus. I'm bone on bone right now ever since then. And like I said earlier, I was yelling for my mama at the age of 21. And Mac Brown came out there, they put me on that gurney and wheeled me to the locker room. And when Dan Hooker said it's an ACL injury, bust out crying, me and my dad, because he was in the fence waiting on me. And you know, that was you know, you got to persevere from things like that. You know, that was heartbreaking. You know, I couldn't run like I used to. It is bent right now, and still at age 53. They're telling me I need a knee replacement. I'm like, hell no, I'm going to play some more football. I don't need no knee replacement.
That's what I say the same thing. I'm be like, they've been telling me for 10 years I need my knees replaced.
Yeah.
I said, nah, I don't think so.
Nah. I seen the surgery on TV. I ain't doing that. They can have that.
I might do it around 60. I might do it when I'm 60 years old. But if I'm still walking like I'm walking now, I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I ain't trying to run. I don't run from no dogs. I fight dogs.
Right.
Yeah, we don't do no running.
Yeah, I turn around. I turn around, look him in the eye now. I mean, that's what I turn around, look him in the eye.
Show my teeth, and we keep moving. But nah, you know, the best days of my life. Everybody always say they want to go back to high school. Go back to high school. Nah, send me back to Chapel Hill. Right. I had a blast, and there's nobody that could ever take that experience from any of us. You know, Mac Brown was that. He was that coach, and he surrounded himself with coaches. You know, back then we didn't like them. We didn't like the Moody's. We didn't like the Torbushes. We didn't like the Coach Cal back then when we were young.
My coach, but I love that dude.
Yeah, right. But now today, I pick up the phone and talk to Dan Brooks. I talk to Coach Cal. I talk to all of them almost at least once a year. I call them. We friends on Facebook. They hit me up, tell me happy birthday. Coach Brewster, you know, he keeps in touch. You know, all those guys. I haven't talked to Coach Brown yet, you know, but I know what he's looking for. And I'm in the middle of that, you know, so once I get done with that, you know, then I'm sure he'll hit me up. Marcus, you already know what it is.
I have no idea what that is.
You know, other than that, man,
that's okay. You can tell me later.
I love going back to Chapel Hill.
Yeah. Chapel Hill is still a beautiful camp, still a beautiful place for us to go back to. What do you think about the new coach hire? What do you think about the Belichick era? What do you think about what's going to bring in the Belichick era?
You know, I once read a book called Move with the Cheese. And that's pretty much
Stop.
Okay.
We not lying on here. You did not read no book. We are not lying. We don't do no lying on this podcast. We don't hit about you read a book.
I read the book, Walt. You know, it's a real thin book. It was only like 13 pages, but full of content. Hey, boy, if Brian Davis hear that, he will bust out laughing. But BD was the man.
Y'all nuts, y'all.
But you know, but to answer that question, you know, Carolina, Chapel Hill, they move with the cheese. You know, these days and time, you got to put that figure out there to be able to recruit from behind the desk. Everybody want to play for Belichick. What they did with Mac Brown, I ain't trying to get into it. He was my dude. Right. You know, I still say he should be there and let him ride it out his career. But
yes, I mean,
just
I
like
agree.
the coach at Alabama, you know, just like all these other coaches, they don't want to deal with the NIL and the transfer portal. It takes the fun out of coaching, and you know, those guys getting paid more than the coaches. I hope we all there and still be present and support. You know, because I'm a diehard Tar Heel. And it's in my blood.
I'm gonna go down there next week, and we're gonna see if we can chop it up and see where we stand as far as the alumni is concerned, and how it's gonna be open to us, and et cetera. You know,
right? I'm curious to see how that's going to be, because Teresa and them, when Coach Brown was there, they was absolutely fantastic with all the old heads and alums coming back and supporting the program. They was fantastic.
We want it to continue. You know, we ain't gonna overstep our bounds, but we definitely would like for it to continue and be like it was during the Mac Brown era. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Beat Poochie and Mike Ferguson and Randy Jordan in damn golf. These boys got more time on their hands. They can hit a damn 9-iron, 150 yards dead on aim. I can't do that, and I'm a damn ex-golf pro.
Right.
They got too much time on their hands.
I'm about to get back out here and try to get that title back.
That's what I was getting at, Hitch, because I remember a day that you used to beat them all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the
yes,
time.
Sir.
And
yes,
I bring
sir.
it up every
me and Randy would go. Me and Randy and we would go back and forth. But yeah, and Delaney got up there. But Delaney, I heard, has become a lot better golfer. But I'm gonna get back out there and I appreciate the clubs too, because you gave me some clubs.
Yeah,
I appreciate.
I gave Wall some clubs. I gave you some clubs. I still got the club. I have a storage room full of stuff. So if y'all want to come get it, come get it.
Yes. I want to come check something out because some of this, some I need to kind of trade in. But Juice, we had a million names for you, man. One of them was Paco.
Yep.
Juice. What else?
Montez.
Anything
all that. I know, but you know what was funny? Everybody thought that I was half black, half Hispanic.
Yeah, see, that's what I was.
I don't know why.
Why? What was that about?
You know what? It was Pepe Lopez.
It was the hair.
That's what it was. You know, the Mexican man and the hair. The Mexican man on the bottle, steady with his arms folded. I kept a bottle. So J.R. Bolden gave me that name. Pepe. Paco. Yeah, J.R. Bolden gave me that name. Paco. I'm like, okay. And then Chu ran with it. Jonathan Berry, he ran with it. I had an S curl?
Yeah.
I had an S curl. Hey, what you got here is some fine shredded leaves up here, buddy. With no S curl.
Well, he said he had an S curl.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from. But it's some pictures back in the day. Yeah, I had one of them. Get off the sofa and leave a spot like on Coming to America.
Paco with an S curl. Oh my God!
He take his helmet off.
I know, right?
Oh my God!
Boy,
y'all crazy, boy. Boy, crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, that is hilarious. But I had to cut it all off. I got to walk like a man, act like a man.
Wall, what'd you say? What'd you say, Wall?
Daggone.
Oh man.
For my recruiting visit.
Whew.
Juice and Nate.
Oh yeah.
Were my hosts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you came to the room.
Yeah, and school was out at that time. We had just won the state championship in football. Yeah. And we was leaving to go to Disney World the next day. So we came up and did our visit when school was out. And Juice and Nate,
I know we were out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 91, right? 92 or 90, 92?
91.
91. 91.
Yeah,
you came to our room. You came to our room when I was with Nate. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
That's part of the reason why I came.
I forgot that both of y'all was his guide, huh? That day, that weekend.
Yep.
And
I had
both of them.
And had a blast, and wasn't nobody on campus.
Nobody.
And wasn't nobody on campus. And I know we're live or edited, but remember, Wall, I'm married. Okay? We can't bring up certain things.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's just nothing happened. It was time. Yeah, it was just a couple of drinks.
We had a great time. We had a really. We had so much fun, man. And and I still talk to Breeze.
Yep. So they came up with me, and matter of fact, my brother put them on Compton coolers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man,
you remember those?
Y'all had a blast. I didn't drink. Back then.
Me either.
Yeah,
so
you didn't?
No, I didn't drink nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
We were drinking with his brother.
Yeah, they was drinking. Like, look, we all had an
Wall didn't touch nothing.
Your brother had the best time of his life, huh?
Oh yeah,
the best time of his life.
Yeah.
We was convincing his brother to come play football. He had a blast. Shit.
That's what's up, man.
We're like,
That's
bring your
what's
little brother with you. You come on and go play with him. Shit. But you know, that's what it's all about, y'all. You know, we can sit back now at this age and talk about it. And and laugh on things. And that's life.
That's for sure.
That's life.
For sure.
And,
but yeah, man.
And you living right here in Winston. We got to get up more often now.
Ain't no doubt, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt. I'm right beside Malcolm and John's gym right here.
Oh, okay.
And we barely see each other. You know what I'm saying?
Not Joppa.
Yeah, you know, Joppa.
Right, we barely see each other because everybody works so much. So I mean, I literally can throw a rock. I could throw a rock right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have them on a podcast next week. They on a podcast next week.
They do good work. They do great work.
Yeah. So we on a podcast.
I took Little Juice over there a couple of times.
Yeah. They on the podcast next week, man, and we gonna chop it up. John's sick right now, but everybody going through a little sickness. I had a little sickness over the last couple of days, man. My eyes.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Wall said I ate some bad. He said I ate some bad cat.
I wasn't gonna say it.
My eyes are swollen up.
I was gonna say that, but I started thinking about the parameter.
Man, it's been so long since I've seen. It's been so long since I've seen cat.
Yeah, I know, man. We getting older. We tasted so much when we were younger. Right now, we're like, man, the hell with cat. Yeah, I ain't even got the damn
bring it to me, but right now, you know, I'm so crazy on Facebook, I can't get a date.
Yeah, ain't nowhere in the world. I don't want no one to learn. I have to learn.
You know, I'm joking. I'm joking. But
now you are,
yeah, man. You know, I'm out of. You know,
if they don't want to hear what we got to say, they can pass by.
Right.
Because we're gonna talk about what we want to talk about.
Amen. All right, man. So this is Julius Reese. Y'all see how much fun we have with this crazy. This dude, wow. Yeah. This dude got some wild stories. Some wild stories. But this is the king of Winston-Salem. This is the king of Winston-Salem right here. You can't visit Winston-Salem without checking in.
You gotta check in. Everybody that come to Winston, they call me from Chapel Hill. Like, what you doing today?
King Reese.
You gotta
King Julius Reese.